Okay, I'm going to redo this layout that I had done a while back. I just don't feel like it worked with the picture that I have. And this will be a 12 by 12, and I'm going to be using the Studio Calico kit from December, I think it's 34th Street. Anyways, so I'm just going to pull up this picture. I'm going to look through the photos, or no, I'm sorry, not the photos, the papers here to see what colors I wanted to use for the layout. So I'm going to end up deciding on this red one here and this chevron, and I'm going to pull one of these journaling cards from the layout too. And I thought about using that yellow one, but I ended up not using that yellowish pink one. So anyways, I am going to trim down this red paper, and I don't care for the zodiac signs in there in the middle, so I'm going to cover it up with this chevron paper. Then I made it a 10 by 10 square, just as you can see I'm covering it up. And I'm going to ink the edges with walnut stain, distress ink. And I love that red. I love red. It's one of my favorite colors. And I wanted to use the red because I had red in my shirt that's in the picture, but I didn't like that zodiac sign. So I wanted to cover it up. And so that's how I figured to cover it up. And then I'm going to use Mr. Huey's gold. It has a little shimmer to it too, gold mister. I'm just splattering it on there, and then I'm splattering it down here in this bottom corner, and I end up not liking how the splatters go. So that gives me my decision of, as you see, where I want to put my picture, like that right there, because I just didn't care for those splatters. They just, I don't know, they just didn't fall the way I wanted them to. So I thought about using this paper as my photos matte, but then I remembered I had that yellow on that layout, and so I figured let me just reuse that, kind of salvage some of the scraps from that layout. So now I'm just inking those edges because they weren't inked, but they did have that outline on there. So this made this layout go a little bit faster because I was salvaging papers from the layout 4. So anyways, I was just gluing down some of the parts that weren't sticking down anymore. And now I am determining what else I want to add. And so I'm going to go with that photo, that journaling card right there in the bottom left corner, that red one. Just cutting it out and inking the edges again. And so now I'm just going to I'm going to pull out the embellishments that came with the kit. And I love them. I love arrows. They're like my favorite things to embellish with. So I'm just going to be playing around with the vellum arrows, trying to figure out which ones I want. I guess there was a little glue on the photo, but it actually worked out with the vellum because it was really tiny, so it helped stick the vellum on there and you can't see it. So, you know, sometimes those little surprises work out for you. So I'm just trying to mess with the embellishments, see which ones work for me and which ones I like and stuff. And I put another arrow. I put 2 arrows down there on that bottom, and then I wanted to put one at the top, and I kind of wanted to have one pointing to the part that says Tiffany and Company in the photo. So I chose that little red arrow. I was thinking about adding another arrow, but I decided not to. So that's how I'm going to put it to the side, because now I am going to use this gold glitter paper and use my Tim Holtz. It's a Tim Holtz die of hearts. I think it's the mover and shakers of hearts. I'm going to run it through my Cuttle Bug to die cut a couple. I think I'm die cutting 5 hearts to put on there. I like this. I'm not a very big glimmering, shimmery person, but hey, when you have glitter that's already glued on and you're not falling everywhere, I'm all for it. So, anyways, I wanted to add those hearts, and I figured, you know, come on, I'm standing in front of a jewelry company, I have to have some shimmer to this layout. So I'm just moving the hearts around to see where I want them to lay on the layout, and now I'm going to start gluing down. And I'm going to glue down the vellum, and that little Scotch tape runner, what was I going to say? it works really well for the vellum because they really does not show through, especially in the dark colored vellum. Because I try to just put a little bit so it wouldn't be that big a deal. So now I'm just going to go down the hearts and those spots. So I'm just using that Scott's thing, and I like to use my Scott's little tape runner when I just have small things. It's easier than pulling out the big ATG gun. So I'm going to be pulling out the brads from that came in the kit too, and I'm just pulling out the red ones, and then I think there's like a cream colored one too that I pulled. I'm just looking to see which ones I want to use. And I'm just going to put each brad in each little cluster. So now, and then I went and found my wood veneer hearts and just add those to each little cluster too. So I'm going to glue those down. I want to glue those down before I put the brads in. And I'm going to just punch the holes for the brads. And I punched the holes on the side of the hearts because I figured it'd be just, I didn't want to have to try to punch it through that glitter paper. There's just been too many layers. So, but it still got the effect that I wanted it to do. Wanted to have, because I just wanted to have the brads just kind of overlapping the hearts. So now I'm going to add my title, and I pulled out, I think there's those Amy Tangerine thickers. They're the wood grain, and I felt they went well with the wood veneer and just kind of had that, because that's the chevron paper, and that paper is kind of has that creamy light brown color. So, and then I was just pulling out some little small letter stickers that I had, some red ones that I had to see which ones would work for the layout. So I chose these Jelly Bun Soup ones. And the title's going to say, I want my charm, because at the end, I was in San Francisco for a half marathon, and at the end of the half marathon, you got a charm. If you finished, you got a Tiffany charm, a Tiffany necklace with a charm on it. It was for the Nike Women's Half Marathon. So I'm just going to lay out my letters, and then I'm going to outline them. And I'm using the dark brown micron pen to outline the letters, the titles, and that's like my new favorite thing because I think it just makes the title stand out so much more. And that's the same pen that I used to outline that photo mat when I originally did the layout. So, and then I'll just add my journaling to about what's going on in the photo. And I think that will be everything for this layout. So, thanks for watching, and check back soon for more layouts. And I hope to have my chili album done soon to show that to you guys. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.